Hello, my name is Marissa. I'm the office manager at RazorEmporium. I answer tons of emails from men and women about how to get started wet shaving. So today we thought we would answer a couple of those questions for women specifically. I've been a wet shaver for 2 years now and I absolutely love it. There's a ton of information out there to get started, stuff like brush types and razor types and specifics with soap, and all of that information is awesome. We're just going to be focusing specifically on how to get started on your first double edge and a straight razor shave for women. With anything in life, there's always a learning curve when you're first starting out, but wet shaving is not something to be nervous about. You might actually find that it's a lot better than disposable shaving. The results and also the experience. A lot of people do it because it's a ritual and it's time for themselves and they can actually customize their shave for themselves. But you do need to make a couple of adjustments. The first adjustment needs to be your angle. And what we mean by that is when you're shaving with a disposable razor, a lot of times the head will actually swivel for you. But that's not the case with your double edge razor. You need to actually find the angle that works for you. You can actually tell by dragging it, and if you can hear it, and if you can feel it actually comfortably moving across your hair, then you found the right angle. I think people say it's like 30 or 45.
I always just put it down and then lift the handle to 30 degrees or until I can feel contact with the blade, and without adding any pressure, glide it up my leg.
The next thing you need to adjust is your pressure. The difference between a disposable razor and a double edge is that double edges are actually designed to be heftier. So you don't need to apply any extra pressure. The design of these will actually do all of the work for you. And because the blade is actually of a higher quality steel, you're going to not want to add any kind of pressure. That's always when you get irritation or when you get nicks. The third thing is your speed. Wet shaving is something that's done slow and it's enjoyable. So rather than kind of hacking quickly and very hard with your disposable razor, you need to go slower and be a bit more mindful of what you're doing. So I always do the easiest stuff first. That's the kind of fatty, muscly areas. But when you get to something like your ankle, there's a lot of bones, there's a lot of tendons. You can actually use skin stretching to get a nice, comfortable shave. So guys do it on their faces all the time. Just kind of pull away and around to get this away from anything. Like, see how that's a tendon there? So we'll just relax that and try and flatten it out and use what's called blade buffing, which are short, light strokes, and you can get a really nice shave without any risk of hurting yourself. With your knees, it's the same thing. You might find that you need to actually flatten your leg out and use skin stretching, pull the skin up, and just get a nice shave by doing that. Just pull it all the way up. And then some think of it like the head of a diamond. You can do that, or you can just think of kind of reducing it down across the sphere. So with a straight razor, you're gonna make the same adjustments, angle, pressure, and speed, but keep in mind that these don't actually have a safety bar on them, so they're not gonna be actually stretching the skin with the contact of the blade. So you have to do all of that manually. Start off somewhere really smooth, easy, one of those fatty areas, and just do a very light pull. Don't pull too hard, but just enough to keep the pressure of the blade on, and you'll be able to hear it actually cutting all of the hairs. You're gonna go ahead and take an area, pull, and just lightly, you'll be able to feel if the angle is right. You can also do short blade buffing strokes with your straight razor, same as your double edge, And that's what you can start off doing in the beginning if you're nervous. And then just do all the easy areas, and there is no shame in the beginning of doing a double edge or a straight razor shave by combining your disposable with your straight razor. When I first got started, I wouldn't touch my ankles or my knees with it. I would always go back to my Fat Boy, but now with plenty of water and not being nervous on camera, you can do those pretty easily. It's all just about muscle memory. Just use super light, small, mindful strokes, and when you get on those nice soft areas, you can do the long ones. And it is a little bit tricky in the beginning to find the correct skin stretching and the angle, but it all kind of just comes with experimentation. And that's why wet shaving is so great. You can really customize your shave for yourself. Like if you have sensitive skin, there are blades out there for sensitive skin and tons of soap makers that are making things for anti-irritation or you know, allergies, vegan soaps. So it's just a really great thing to get involved in, especially if you're trying to be cost conscious, because I never have to go out and buy disposable razors or cartridges or anything like that. So it's a lot better shave and it's a lot cheaper. So remember, go slow, listen to your shave, and take it as an opportunity to relax. And as long as you adjust your angle, pressure, and speed, you're gonna have a great first shave. Okay, well, if you guys have any questions, be sure to comment below and subscribe to our channel for all things wet shaving. Thanks so much.